Hello, everyone, and welcome to your MAT 1033 Intermediate Algebra of this point, this spring 2024. I'm your instructor. In this video, I plan to introduce you to your instructor, show you Blackboard and all the tools that are in there, um, show you where they are and what are they there for. And I believe this will give you the chance to have a smoother start, and that can help you know where everything is and access them when they are needed. I used to have in my experience students who don't know where to start, what to do, when to do it, where to find the tools. And that's the reason why I decided to record this video and introduce myself, have the student discover the face and the personality behind the name of the instructor. And because some of the time, the videos that you're going to watch are not me, or colleagues, and also myself, but um, I just want to introduce you and welcome you to this class. So we're gonna get started um, right away. So like I said, I'm gonna start by introducing myself to you and who am I, what I do, and I know this will not be all because you're gonna need to um, read my intro, but this will be just quickly my name and who I am. So my name is Professor Jean-Baptiste. My last name is Jean-Baptiste, not Jean. The Jean is also part of my last name, Jean-Baptiste. So if ever you are emailing me, well, I'm not mad if you say Baptiste, but most of the time I always remind the student that my last name is Jean-Baptiste. So Amos is my first name. So Amos Jean-Baptiste. Your instructors education is as follows here. I have a bachelor's degree in mathematics from Haiti. I earned my master's from a French island university, and also I am currently a student at FIT, Florida Institute of Technology, where I am working on my PhD in applied mathematics. So next up is now how to log in to Blackboard. So you have two options to log into Blackboard. You can use My Pioneer login, and there will be an icon for your Blackboard. You click on it, it takes you straight to Blackboard. If this option is not available for you, because I believe you might need to have the tile there, and I don't know how it's added there, if it's already as part of the tiles that are already there, or you had to add it, that I don't know. But in case this option is not available for you, then you can go ahead and type IRSC Blackboard straight on your Google. Go on your web browser, type IRSC Blackboard. The first option will be the option to pick, and it takes you straight to your Blackboard where you log in. So you enter your student ID and your password. I believe that so most of you should already know what your student ID is, and also what is your password. And you type them in, and it takes you straight to your classes in Blackboard. So the reason I show you this is because that's how that's how your class, that's the name that you're going to see on Blackboard to click on. Once you click on this, it takes you straight to your Blackboard. that I'm gonna show you here. It takes you to your Blackboards where you're going to see, you click on this link of this class, and then it takes you straight to your Blackboard. Like I have on this screen here. Oops, hold on. Keynote here. So that's the page that you're gonna see as soon as you log in, and then you click on your this class ID, which is the same ID that I showed you in the previous screen, and then now you in your class. In this, that's where you're going to perform all your tasks, all your first tasks at the beginning. You're gonna have to work with two platforms. I'm gonna show you how to go to your second platform, but the first week and throughout the semester, you're going to spend a lot of time on this screen that you see right here. So over here on this little whiteboard, there's a lot you can do. So I'm gonna tell you. So over here, you can see how you already have due date. And this due date will be for you to submit your module 0, which is your start here assignment. It's like a set of assignments. I'm gonna go through it with you, and I put them step by step so you can see. It includes setting up your MyLab Math, which is the second platform where you're going to work on your assignment. Once you set up your Blackboard, your MyLab Math, which is your Pearson account, then you're going to perform number one assignment, which is your diagnostic test. Your diagnostic test is not a test that counts towards your grade. It's just an evaluation that tells me where you at, how ready are you in this class. And that's why once you finish taking this evaluation, I want you to take it honestly, because it tells me if you do other things, you need to perform it independently. Use your pencil, your paper, your calculator, do it. It's not going to hurt your grade. Just do it honestly, because I want it to be as honest as possible so I can see the student that you are. That's all I want from this. A picture of the student that you are, in order to know whether I can refer you to the ASC lab and decide whether you need more help or invite you to my office for support, for one-on-one support and anything that's needed, because all of us, we are here to see and support the students. So we need to know the need that you have so we can support provide the help that you need. So you take your diagnostic test and then you move on. It doesn't matter what grade you have on it. You move on to your next assignments. I'm talking about your next assignment, I need to make it clear that your assignments are not only going to be on MyLab Math only. So let me go through the steps how you do your assignments. But prior to this, let's go with inside of module 0, where you're going to perform your first tasks. I click on module 0, and then I see a list of assignments. Welcome to your class. I welcome you to your class, and your task number 1 is to watch this video that I'm recording now. So you watch it, it takes you through your tools and everything that are in here for you, so you know where you're going and what you need to do moving forward. But you need to know how to start, and that gives you the perfect head start for you not to have any confusion, any misunderstanding. Also, it decreases your anxiety, because I know most of you, it's math, and then you need information so you can get the best start possible. So you watch this video, you submit your student introduction. Your student introduction, it's very important. And in student introduction, I include the information that is needed from you. So that's why you need to read the requirements of student introduction. I can't remember everything that I asked you to do there, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna state your name, the first name and last name, your experience in mathematics, why you expect this class to be an important tool for your career, and then you need to respond to 2 students post in order to get that grade. It is an assignment, and I want to read all of them in your comments to make sure that you understand the sense of community that I want to create in this class as well. So very important. Important number 3, to read your syllabus. And while reading your syllabus, I would prefer if you can download and print, if this is the best option for you, or you can download it on your iPad, and while you're reading it, you can highlight things that matter for you. For example, how your grade is calculated, the dates, because I'm going to talk, you need to review your scheduled activities as well. Same thing that you do for your syllabus. It's also needed for your scheduled activity, because the dates are important, and assignments will not be reopened. You need to be on top of your dates. That's why your scheduled activity needs to be printed, and then printed or put on, downloaded on your iPad if you have one, or any tools that you use. But I want you to have access and knowledge of your tools that you're using. So print your syllabus or put it on your iPad and highlight important points, such as your grade calculation breakdown. Also, some of the information, for example, this class does not have makeup or retake. We say that in the syllabus. Know the information about this class, how to reach out to me, my schedule, my door schedule, which is my office hours. I also have some virtual office hours, the date, how to make an appointment. Obviously, all these things are very important for you to know. I also urge everyone to read my information, which is under the same start here. You're gonna read it. Questions from who I am may appear on your start here quiz as well. So this is important for you to know about your instructor. And you need to read the office, review the office hour schedule So you know when I'm in my office, when I'm not. And obviously, when I'm in my office, there is no appointment needed. But of course, if you make an appointment, you're going to be prioritized. That means if I have other students that showed up and you had an appointment, this student is going to know prior to me starting to talk to him or her that I have an appointment now at certain time. Once the student shows up, I'm gonna start my conversation with you and receive that student who had the appointment. So if you have an appointment, you're going to be the first to be prioritized over the students that just showed up for to see me. Obviously, you can come see me on my office hours schedule, but if you make an appointment, you are the one that's going to be served first. So you need to know how to make an appointment. Also, there's a link in there that teaches you everything. Make sure you know that as well. You need to read the simple communication. And the communication part, I'm going to go in it to review it with you. So one of the most one of the issue that I have to deal with every semester is students who don't know how to email, how to write a correct email to someone, to their instructor. So that's why in this section number 7, I make sure that I explain what it means to identify yourself when you're emailing your instructor. Number 1, you need to include the subject line. You don't type your email in the subject line. No, you don't just keep it empty. So not your email in your subject line, not leaving it empty. You summarize your email in your subject line. For example, my email here will be about missing class this week. It's just an example. Okay? And next, a respectful tone. You are emailing your professor. Your professor is someone who is giving you, working with you, helping you. He's the helper. Just like when you become a nurse, your patient can't talk to you however they want. When you become a teacher, your students will not be open or will not be allowed to talk to you however they want. So it's true for me as well. So here's an example. Dear Professor Jean-Baptiste, thank you for what you do. And then you go on doing your explaining your request. So this tone, when I see it, it shows me respect, it shows me appreciation, it shows me that, okay, so I can continue to address this issue. It gives me the right tone to help because that's why I'm here for, but I'm not here to be disrespected or like, yes, I am your friend, but also it should be a fine line there that makes me feel that I am the professor and you are the student and we are working together as a team. And next, you introduce yourself. Very important. Tell me your name. Tell me the class you're sitting in. If it's online, you can tell me MAT 1033 college, MAT 1033 intermediate algebra online. But if it's in person, then you need to tell me what campus you meet me, because sometimes I teach in different campuses. You need to tell me your schedule. You need to tell me what's the class, okay? Because sometimes students think that once they email, the professor will be able to teach, to know who that is. No, it's 200 students per semester. Like and then 7-8 classes. So if you just email me, I don't know what link. I have 7-8 links of classes to click in. it's hard for me to just see an email and know what class this student is in and what class to refer myself to. But if you help me like that, it helps me respond to your email quicker and address your issue more efficiently. So very important for you to do that. So that was number 7, very important. Number 7, questions on that will be on your quiz as well. You need to you need to open and read through the changing your academic mindset PowerPoint. This is very important. And most of the questions of your Start Here quiz come from this. I'm gonna be very honest. I want you to understand that this is not high school no more. It's college, and I have to make sure that you understand what you are getting yourself into. So that's to change your mindset. That's the training to help you change your mindset and be ready for what is ahead. You need to read that and then make sure you understand the concept of moving on from high school to college. And questions on that will be on your test, on your quiz, on your Start Here quiz, which is one of the quiz grades for your class. Unlike the diagnostic test, that's not a test grade, the Start Here quiz is a quiz grade. I need to make this clear for you. Review the direction on how to upload documents. Review direction on how to upload documents in this class. If you need help on Blackboard, like this is number 10, you can read and watch the video. You need information about resources that are available in IRC for you on campus and online. Please refer to number 11 here, and then review the IRC new withdrawal procedures. This is also important. Once you go through the points 1 through 12, then that means you are ready to take your Start Here quiz. You need to get a 28 out of 30 on your quiz to be able to be qualified to continue. Well, even if you see some of the options are open for you to do, but it is still important for you to make sure you cover all of these and have a 28 out of 30 minimum for you to be ready for your semester here. So, and that's why I make it unlimited attempt. See why you didn't get an answer correct, and then take the quiz again, because you can take it. It's me giving you a quiz grade because I do want you to get the 28 out of the minimum 28 out of 30 for you to get that A on your Start Here quiz, meaning that you understand everything. You watch this video and you understand everything and how to navigate through Blackboard. And then once you do that, you need to click on that link, My Math Lab link. It will prompt you to the My Math Lab platform. The concept is very easy. It will show you how to navigate through Blackboard, but I think I have a link that can show you everything step by step, how to pay for your My Math Lab access, and also access your assignments. All your assignments will be under this link. All your assignments, except for your test, they are also under this link, but you need to use Honor Log because you're not gonna know the passcode for the test. My math analog will know it. That's why that's where you go. And then you will never know the password. You will never know the password. The password is always going to be on analog. And then when you go there, the proctor on analog will allow you to take your test if you take your steps correctly. And talking about the tests, how do you get to your test? First, to access your test, you need to be ready to take it. And to be ready to take it, you need to know the content of the test. So after you do all of that, that means you are ready, you done your start here, then you're going to start working in this class. Starting working in this class meaning that you already have your MyMathLab ready. And once MyMathLab is ready, the first thing you do is to take your diagnostic test. The diagnostic test, again, is not a test grade. It tells me where you are in this class. We talked about that. And it's on MyMathLab. And all of that are due by the end of week 1, which is the January 14th at 11:59. Everything that I was talking about here, about your start here, including your diagnostic test, they are all due the Sunday of your first week, with no chance to reopen, and most of them will disappear on your Blackboard. And you can see some of them. Number 1 here is not here. It's because it's scheduled to be posted on January 8th at 12:00. So once it's 12:00, your class starts, and you have weeks period to complete them. A Monday 12, every Monday 12 in the morning, the assignments of the week are open to be completed. And the Sunday of that week, all the assignments of this week are closed as well. When it's closed, some of them you pay a penalty for the late, but some of them are closed. And then when it's closed unless you have a relevant reason. It's not that you fell asleep or you had work. Those are not reasons. And guys, and you're gonna learn that in your changing your mindset, academic mindset PowerPoint. You're gonna learn that you need to make sure you work through all the situations. If you're not in the hospital, you don't have a parent that is in the hospital or that passed. I'm not going to sympathize for you, the fact that you went on vacation. Bring your computer with you and make sure the internet worked there. It's a school semester, and I can't tell my job that, oh, I have a vacation, I cannot go to work. So just like you two, you can't tell me that you couldn't do your assignments because you were on vacation. So make sure you respect everything, and you respect the limits of your requests as you're working in this class. So after you take your diagnostic test, you submitted it, you should head straight to your module 1. So module 1, it starts like this. But first, let me show you your schedule of activity. I'm gonna show you your schedule of activity because there's something important for me to show you here on it. Schedule activity. So your schedule activity, I want to show you how here it says print. You should print the test 1 packet, test 1 note packet. It should be printed because your notes are also graded. Your notes are also graded. So your test day is also the due date for your notes and they are counted as attendance and participation. So that's how you show that you attended this class and you participated in taking notes. You watch the video, you point the notes, you watch the video, you write, you take notes while you're watching the video, and then you move on to your MyMathLab to complete your homework assignment, module 1, homework 1. And that's the same label that you're going to see on Blackboard, on MyMathLab. The same way it's written on your scheduled activity, that's the same way it's going to be written on Blackboard. Same label, on MyMathLab, same label. And then you watch the video for module 1, homework 2, you take notes, and then you go on MyMathLab to complete the homework. And then after that, you take your quiz. Your quiz has 3 attempts and closed after the due date, will not be reopened. And you continue for all the modules, so on. Always point to your guided notes, take notes while you're watching a video, and I have also I show you how to upload your notes, how to make it as one single document. If your note is not a one single document file, I'm not gonna be able to go through all the pictures that you upload. It should be one single document. And this one single document, I'm going to go through it, see how you took your notes, and that's when you're going to have this grade for participation. And then your homework grade, of course, you get it, and then you continue as the flow started. Now you have this, that's how you take notes and do it for module 1. You watch video, you take notes, you do your homework. And then you do the same thing for the next topic. Same thing for the next topic. And then you upload on the day of the test, you upload the whole packet that constitute the note for test 1, for test 2, for test 3, and so on. And talking about tests demand preparation. Tests demand preparation. And that's why you have a week long to work on each test. No other assignment for the week that you're taking a test. So first of all, when it's test week, you open the test, like for example, test 1, you open the test folder, you read the process. You read the process. You know your due date. You read the process, honor log, how to access honor log. You don't wait for the day of the test, the last day, the Sunday of the test to first try to know about honor log. No, day 1 of the test week, you need to read everything. Make sure you know that you need your driver license. You need a computer. You need internet. You need a place, a quiet place. You need to make sure that you read through everything here. Know how to make your work, your test work, which is half points of your test. Some students think they don't need to show work. You need to show work for each question. And if the question does not require work, I know it. And when I know it, if really the question does not require work, you can write on this, because the test form that needs to be printed on your test day, so you show work for each number. It's not on notebook. You don't have access to your notebook, by the way. You don't have access to your note during the test. You should print out your test form, get your calculator, your pencil, just like you would do in a regular classroom, because any move that is irregular on the video, because talking about your test being proctored, your test is proctored by Honor means that everything is recorded during the session. And if you hiding things, Honor will tell me. If things are hidden, if things are hidden, and then I don't know what is it, I take points off. You need to make sure you put yourself in a situation where you are taking a test like it was to be in a classroom. So any red flag can result to points taken off. So you have to make sure you create an environment where the honor proctor can see you and understand every move that you make and interpret it as normal. If it's interpreted as abnormal, that's what honor will tell me, and that's what I'm gonna keep. And points may be taken off your test. Make sure you do that. And I want to make it clear that your result on the computer is not your definitive result, because I grade your work that you provide on the test form. If you provide no work for a question, then no credit for this question, even if you got it right on the computer. If I see no work on your work on your test form, and I know in my answers, I know that you should provide work, you did not provide work, even if the answer is correct on your computer, you still don't have credit for this question. We have to make it clear on that. So you print out your on the test day, you read on your test week, day one, you read your information. You get ready day one. Day one of test week, you get yourself ready. You print out your test form, you read the whole thing, and you can even start reviewing for the test. So you practicing on Blackboard, on MyMathLab. That's the link that takes you to your practice test. And then also there is the test review in here that you can watch. All of this is to prepare yourself to get yourself ready for the test on the test day. The last thing I'm going to say about test is that you don't want to wait for the last day to take your test. And you have to understand the last day is a Sunday. It's a day where professors are not in office. So that's why Friday is the wisest day of the week, of the test week for you to, is the last wisest day for you to give your test a try. Now, if for some reason you are busy, you're not able to do your test on the Friday, you have to know any issue that you're going to face while taking your test, you're gonna do it on your own. Because Friday and Saturday are not office days. So I used to have students on a Sunday at 10 o'clock, they're trying to take their test. They can't. Of course, it's technology. There will be some issues. But you decided to take it on a Sunday night. Weren't you thinking about that before? Well, if you decide to take it on a weekend, you decide to handle all issues on your own. So if you email me, of course, I may see it, but it's not going to be answered before the weekend ends. So that's why you have to make sure that you get yourself ready to take your test at least on the Friday. Give it a try on Friday. Well, you can't just try and not take it. So get yourself ready on the week test. On the test week, you just make sure that you're not going to wait until Friday, until Sunday, 10 o'clock to grab your computer and rush your test, and it's not gonna work. Well, so for some people it works, but getting ready if you get yourself ready, well, you can still take it on Friday, on Sunday night, where you're not going to have any issue, or if you already know how honor works. But make sure you prepare for any eventuality, because this also can happen. So we talk about how to access your test, what to do when testing. We talk about how to take notes. We talked about how to complete your start here. The only last thing I want to do here and done will be giving you an idea on how to how your grade is calculated in this class, and that'll be the last thing in this video. So I want to show you here in your syllabus. You see how I just clicked on syllabus, it takes me to your syllabus. So let me show you here the breakdown of your grade. So homework will be 10%. So 10% only. Well, I mean, when you say 10% only, you can say, okay, well, I mean, I can not do my homework. Well, if you don't do your homework, you only have 0 for this 10%, and then you have to do the work, everything else, to get an A for this class, because it's already minus 100. I mean, it's already minus 10%. So also quizzes is 10%, including your start here quiz, by the way. Quizzes is 10%. And you got 10 quizzes, you got 40 homework. And unit exam are the ones that are proctored. When I say proctored, you're not allowed to use paper notes. You're not allowed to use your phone. You're not allowed to use anything beside your test form, the computer on honor lock, and then your pencil. So basically, you need to prepare yourself. And this assignment compile 60% of your grade. 60%. You got 4 of it. So that means if you use you don't pay attention while you're doing your homework, you use anything online to do your homework, it's just 10%, and your quiz 10%, you got 20%. And those are the assignments you cannot use online tools in your phone and your notes to work. That means you need to study to take those ones. The final exam, which is the last exam, just one of them. By the way, it includes it's an average of your actual final exam and your midterm exam. Remember, midterm is not here because it's the average of midterm and final exam that gives you your final exam grade. So it's 16%. 16%, it's a lot. And it's the same criteria of the test. You don't have access to computer, to internet, no phone, no paper, no notes. It's only your test form, your pencil, and your calculator. Then you need to get ready for that. And then you have 4% of participation. And some people say, oh, that's nothing, I would not take notes. Well, it's 4%. And if you don't do it, it's 96. You still have the A if you get everything else right. But listen, taking notes, your practice tests, they prepare you for the test. And I give you this participation grade for you to be motivated to get them done. So if you decide not to do them and then just decide to move on to do this, it decreases your ability to do well on your other assignments. Because this prepares you. The participation, everything that I put in participation, it is what prepares you for the test, for the quiz, for the homework, and for the final exam. So if you refuse to do them the way I break them down for you, you expose yourself to failure. So please do that. And remember, you need to make sure that you print out your guided notes. I mean, you complete your start here, just like it's broken down. And then once you finish, you get your MyMathLab set up. Also, you make sure that you print out your guided note, you print it out, and then you watch the video, take notes, do the homework as you go, and the quiz and the test. Test 1 week preparation, but also try to make sure that before the weekend, you get yourself ready before you go to the weekend. And if you have any issue while you're preparing yourself for the test, you communicate with your instructor. The best way to communicate with me is not, you don't text me. Email. I forgot to fix this. I will fix it in my syllabus. So best way is to email me. My email I respond to my email in about 48 hours. Less than that. You email me, please. I will respond to your email. You don't have my cell, but you can call my office during office hours as well. So that's why you need to know my office hours. And I'm always more than happy to answer to my email, to receive my students in my office. Please come to my office. I like to meet my students, mostly my students online, which is the only occasion for me to talk to you and see what you are doing. Yeah, you can come to my office, make an appointment, or come during my office hours. I'm always happy to talk to you and see how you're doing and how I can help. Once again, I'm here for you. I've never been so excited for a semester than this one, and I look forward to working with all of you. Once again, welcome to your MAT 1033 Intermediate Algebra Spring 2024 at IRSC.